this is Useria. We have another SMRAT tournament race. Sashoboss and Prankard. This is their round 2 match in the mouse bracket. And the round 1, Prankard scored a victory. So at this point, if Prankard wins this, he'll be moving on. While Sashoboss needs to make 2 wins in order to win this bracket. Okay. Here we are. And how is everyone in the chat today? Runners are starting now. Alright. So, fairly looks like Prankard tried to go through a long moonfall parlor, but wasn't able to pull it off. But both runners did get moonfall down the climb. Okay, looks like Prankard has the slight lead at the moment due to slightly better movement. And then we see them picking up the vanilla morph ball location. And shortly we'll see what our first item is at the first missiles location. And it's a super missile. Well, I hope that surgery went well, Reem. And we find more super missiles over in the ceiling. So with this, we're gonna have to see if... oh, and we found pyro bombs just past that. So I imagine both runners will be doing a Billy Mays check. And the surgery gave him Metroid DNA. Both runners missed a invisible platform on the way to Billy Mays. Sashoboss gets it on the second try. Unfortunately, Prankard needs to make a third try. But does get it. And we find just a missile and super missiles in the Billy Mays room. Alright, sashoboss is checking the item. Oh, and finds sashoboss finds gravity. So that's a very early suit. And that was at the powerbomb location to the left of the morph ball. And oh no, Prankard skips that location. So Prankard will not have gravity for the time being. We'll see if that comes out to hurt him in the end or not. And then we find both runners picking up missiles in the old Mother Brain location. Alright. Both runners doing the climb, doing wall jumps up the right side. Actually, it looks like Prankard is doing a more semi-wall climb on the right side. They're doing some wall climbs and then some platforms. That would be my hope, so guy, that he does like a reverse remount after being pink. Sashoboss headed straight for Bomb Chorizo, but Prankard stuffs by 230 missiles. And both locations have a super missile for our runners. Okay, sashoboss is headed to the ship there for a refill, while Prankard now heads down to Bomb Chorizo. Okay, sashoboss remembering they need to check 230 missile. And Prankard's also going for a refill at the ship, as they need to restock on power balls. Sashoboss still has a nominal lead, but this is very early in the race, so you can still go either way. Alright, Terminator has super missiles. Let's see. we'll hopefully get to see what's in the back of Gauntlet in a moment here. Alright. Both runners check in the back of Gauntlet. And we find double E tanks in the back of Gauntlet. I don't expect either runner to go for that unless this is a really energy-starved run or the front of Gauntlet has something like that. Sashoboss both runners doing mock bomb through the early super room. We see a reserve tank along the way. And we pick up a super missile and power bombs. I know these runners are also doing this race right after their round 1. So we might see if there's any endurance might play a factor. That might be something we may want to ask in the post-race interview. At the top, in the room above, we find an energy tank. Prankard won match 1. Looks like Prankard decides to go for the reserve tank for the added safety, while sashoboss likes to skip it and head towards the Eddy Coons area. And the first 2 items in Eddy Coons appears to be just super missiles and power bombs. Ooh, Prankard almost fell into the gap, but was able to make a recovery, pick up those power bombs. Alright, and the top of Eddy Coons has just a super missile. So this will leave them with a good amount of super missile ammo. For this early on in the race. But unless we find charge, they'll need to keep finding more ammo for Mother Brain. Sashoboss makes some nice efficient movement into Pink Brinstar. While Prankard is still trailing and not quite getting the mock ball out of Eddy Coons. And Sashoboss finds Spazer Beam right outside Mission Impossible. And he elects to skip Mission Impossible. But does find high jump boots right above Charge Beam. Now Spazer this early on is going to be pretty helpful since it gives you a nice damage boost. And Prankard's checking Mission Impossible room. And it's just a missile. We'll see if sashoboss commits to that skip or if he just wanted some energy before risking those side bombers. Alright, Prankard's picking up their high jump boots and super missile back. Alright, sashoboss entering the wave gate room. And with those high jump boots, I should make the wave gate glitch pretty simple to pull off. Once you have done enough practice. But it's just a power bomb pack. Sashoboss likes to skip it. As 15 is generally the minimal you need. Prankard finds just a missile pack at the super missile at the spore spawn super missile location. And Sashoboss does go back for Mission Impossible. So it looks like he was thinking he just wanted some more energy just to play it safe. Sashoboss is able to pull off get out of the Mission Impossible room, and the whole reason why we call it Mission Impossible. That's some fancy footwork on Sashoboss to be able to jump back out of the Mission Impossible room before the collapse block reappeared. Now, looks like Prankard has regained the nominal lead, mostly through some more efficient routing. Finds a missile pack in the Green Hills, elects to skip it, and looks like they're headed for the reverse beam route back into Retro Brinstar, so they should hopefully that'll get them their gravity suit. Ooh, Prankard's pretty close to death there. Alright, Sashoboss headed towards Red Tower. This is where a major decision tends to be, and Sashoboss is headed down Red Tower. That was So there is the high jump boots location and crate, but with the gravity suit, all of Meridia is an option to explore. Although you would not be able to get past spot 1. Alright, along the way, we're going to check the Spacer room. And Sashoboss just finds a missile pack. And we see Prankard also going down Red Tower. Alright, so Sashoboss has regained the nominal lead. And skillfully enters Craig's lair, missiling all the 3 super missile blocks for a running jump to the entrance. While Prankard is running past that Meridia tunnel. First item in Craig's lair only had a missile pack. Sashoboss is about to face off against Craig. Looks like they're all prepping for a Craig quick kill. See if they can pull it off. I think the Sashoboss forgot they don't have charge. we don't get a great kill from sashoboss. So we have a dancing. So sashoboss is now dancing towards Craig. Which didn't last long. sashoboss leaves that room while Prankard enters it. We find a super missile pack behind Craig. In a moment here, Prankard's gonna. sashoboss is gonna give Prankard a high five. And we'll see if Prankard goes dancing with Craig. Oof. Craig blocks. Okay, we don't get a Craig quick kill with Prankard. Unfortunately, Craig raised their claw up and blocked all of Prankard's shots. And Craig E-Tank has a E-Tank. There's a vanilla E-Tank. Still, I would imagine the art runners will like that E-Tank, as this is will only be the second E-Tank they find that they could actually grab. Alright, sashoboss heading down to check High Jump Boot's location. So far we see a missile and a super missile for High Jump Boot's location. And more super missiles. So at this point, progression is likely either going to be in Meridia or Wreck Ship. Actually, wait. Does gravity put Wreck Ship into logic? I know you can access Wreck Ship with the gravity suit, but is it in logic though? Right. Thank you, so guys. So Wreck Ship is in logic through Forgotten Highway of Meridia. I would imagine that what the runners will probably do at this point is probably check the front of Meridia, and if they don't find anything of value, they'll probably either take either for the Forgotten Highway or the Red Tower shortcut, head to Wreck Ship. Interesting. We see sashoboss breaking open the entrance to Meridia, but they're not but they're headed for the Red Tower instead. So it looks like so sashoboss is gonna gamble on the Wreck Ship. Okay, Prankard is going towards the Wreck Ship, Meridia. So we have we have our first major route divergence. Sashoboss is having a little bit of trouble getting past the top of top of Red Tower. Ultimately decides to power bomb a lot of those enemies out of their way. Cool. Alright, sashoboss is about to check Alpha and Beta power bombs. Looks like Prankard's gonna check Mama Turtle. No, Mama Turtle to begin with. Alright, Alright, Alpha Power Bombs had a reserve energy tank and a missile. Sashoboss elects to grab this reserve tank. Considering they're about to face Fantune, I don't particularly blame him, although gravity does make that fight a lot less dangerous. Personally, Mama Turtle didn't have anything of value that I could see. Alright, Sashoboss hurling the side hoppers and out beta power bombs, and it's just a missile pack. And it looks like Prankard's gonna do a gravity jump towards Red Tower. Oh, and Sashoboss is actually headed towards the landing site. It could be just a refill, but I suspect they're gonna check the front of Gauntlet. Alright, Prankard has entered the top of Red Tower. They're going to do their Alpha and Beta power bombs check, although I feel they're probably going to be pretty disappointed with what they find. Okay, so Sashoboss is not checking the Gauntlet, was just doing the save and refill. So I mentioned this point, they're going to go for Rick shit. And since we have not found any progression, we find Charge Beam in the moat. So depending on how much damage Charge Spazer will do, that might mean that the runners do not need to do any more item hunting. That might be go mode for ammo. They still need items to progress, but ammo they're good on. We'll see what happens. Front of Ocean only has a missile. So at this point, we know that Rig Ship has progression. Unless it's in Meridian. Oh, wait. No, wait, it has to be in Rig Ship, because gravity jumps is not an illogical technique for SMRAT. Alright, Sashoboss checking spooky missiles, and just a missile pack. So it looks like it's gonna be after Fantune we find any progression. Alright, Sashoboss is about to face off against Fantune, while Prankard heads straight for the moat, so they're gonna catch up a little bit while not having to stop by the landing site ship. Prankard is able to just wall jump up to across the moat. In contrast to Sashoboss to grab and jump. Prankard's leaving spooky missile, while Sashoboss is getting close to them. has nearly got Phantoon down. Alright. Both, oh, okay, sashoboss finishes off Phantoon while Prankard has Phantoon spawning in. So I guess Phantoon is tagging out sashoboss and is going to play with Prankard instead. Well, they also have a reserve tank, and gravity suit means that does make Phantoon do a lot less damage. It's much more manageable. Alright, we find a super missile to the right side of Wreck Ship. But with that charge speed, sashoboss feels they don't need it. Just a regular missile pack on the left side. sashoboss headed straight. Oh wait, they're doing a safety save before they go for the spiky room with death. With only 2 E-tanks and no Varia, this is something I would definitely recommend. As gravity suit is not providing protection against environmental hazards like the spikes. Now they... Oof. Oof. sashoboss trying to do some bad damage boost through that road, which did help them get through, but they took so lot. But they did run into some more spikes and took some painful damage. So now they're at less than 100, although they still have some from their reserve. And Wreck Ship E-Tank only had a energy tank. And sashoboss decides to skip out on that, even though they only have 2 E-Tanks. I suppose it's. I mean, I think it probably depends. Whether or not that's a good idea, not probably depends on how confident you are. Myself, I probably would have stuck with the E-Tank. Unless I feel pretty confident I'll find more energy tanks later on. But if you know you could kill most bosses with very few E-Tanks, that's not a big issue. Yeah, Sky Missiles has been... we've been seeing a number of seeds where Sky Missiles has some item of value. Alright, sashoboss trying to clip through these robots. And it's just a super missile pack. So sashoboss just gonna jump out of the attic now. We see Prankard headed towards the Wreck Ship E-Tank. We'll see if he wants to go with that energy tank or not. Oh wait, it was a super missile, my bad. Was that a super missile? I must have been misread. Must have missed all that. Oh, sashoboss is actually going to check the reserve. We'll see what the Wreck Ship reserve tank item is, and it's just a missile pack. I suppose they felt that this was a easier way to check it than wall jumping up the column where you need to do a speed booster up, especially since you have to be careful not to run into the spikes on the as you wall jump up, and you then have to time your power bombs in a way that you can actually get to see what the item is. Oh, and looks like Moktroid and called it. Progression is at Sky Missiles with Varia suit. Thankfully, it's got high jump boots, so it makes that easy. Makes it a little bit easier to get onto the moving platforms. Alright, so sashoboss is gonna go bowling, while Prankard is gonna head making their way towards the top of Ocean, holding up their Varia at Sky Missile. sashoboss is checking underneath bowling, putting the robots into their place, while Prankard is attempting to slowly use the moving platforms to get to it. So gravity suit location has an energy tank. Prankard's gonna check the. Wait, what is Prankard doing? Looks like he was gonna check the reserve tank location. Then backs out. Oh, I think Prankard was resetting the room so he can make another chance to. He was able to catch a glimpse of that Varia suit. So yeah. So Prankard was just trying to reset the room. Alright, and Prankard has their Varia suit. While sashoboss has entered Red Tower and is going to. And it's either going to go do Meridia. Actually, it's probably going to do Lord Norfair. Because they don't have a way of getting past of entering Botswan and Dragon's Lair. Alright, Prankard entering the bowling alley. The question that comes to my mind is what kind of checks sashoboss will do while in Norfair. He could go straight for Lord Norfair and Ridley and just do easy checks along the way. Ice is speed lock? Oh, you mean the ice location? Alright, sashoboss doing a mock ball to gain access to the ice beam location. Oh, ice beam was at Spain Street. Okay, I did not see that. Alright, well, the ice beam location itself has a super missile pack. And it looks like sashoboss, after a moment to reconsider, actually decides to pick it up. So in all likelihood, we'll probably find Speed Booster somewhere in Norfair. Obviously, you can't be behind near Ice Beam, of course. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be Bubble Mountain, or maybe Lower Norfair if we find Space Jump first. Alright, sashoboss checking Cathedral. And so some vanilla missile pack. Prankard is making their way down the Red Tower. So okay, sashoboss has scaled a Bubble Mountain and is now heading toward the Speed Booster location. So, So, I do feel like this is a likely, possible location for Speed Booster. Although Space Jump is also a likely possibility, because we need Space Jump for logical access to Lower North. And we find Spring Ball. I suppose that's we can cue all the Spring Ball praise and hate now. Just don't fight over it, please. Alright, Prankard is now leaving the Cathedral. Haven't seen the item there, it's just a missile pack. Moving on. And we see sashoboss leaving to check what the wave beam location has. And we first find vanilla bombs. I mean, excuse me, not vanilla bombs, regular bombs at the missile location. Unfortunately, they fell down the platform, so they're trying to make their way back onto the platforms. Initially trying to wall jump up there, but not quite making it. So they end up going back up around. Prankard has entered the Bubble Mountain area, and they decided to check the Norfair reserve tank locations. First finding an energy tank, so that gives them a bit more safety. Finds another energy tank. And just a missile pack that they don't need. We don't have proc access yet, though. We need Wave Beam. Or Speed Booster. And there's Plasma Beam over in Bubble Mountain. So that'll be a nice damage upgrade over Spacer. At this point, I'm not sure where the logic what's left for logical checks at this. Oh right, because they have bombs. That has them give them infinite bomb jumps. They can now scale Mount Everest. Thank you, Mindroid. So it looks like Prankard is gonna go head for Norfair. So it looks like okay. sashoboss is going trying to glitch through the wave glade towards Croc, but he may also be going to do a lava dive. And we see Prankard is setting up to do that. Excuse me. Thank you. Was that a bit too loud? Sorry. I actually pulled my mic away from and sneezed away from my mic, so sorry. I didn't think it would be that loud. Okay. Okay, so Prankard is able to get the gravity jump out of the lava dive. Okay. Oh, so it's just funny. Okay. Although in terms of funny sneezes, that reminds me of one time in grade school where I, just as the Pledge of Allegiance finished, I sneezed. It was like perfect timing. So back to the race, we see sashoboss trying to do a gravity jump. Doesn't get it on the first try, so they're having a reset here. And okay, sashoboss successfully gets it on the second try. Prankard, after farming some power bombs, is now making their way through the collapsing pillars. sashoboss has elected to take a safety save at the lower Norfair entrance. Prankard clearing out the pirates in the worst room of the game. But with a high jump. But they made the room look really easy, doing a high jump, wall jump. Making a wall jump up the platform, and then yeah, there was some really good movement there by Prankard through the worst room of the game, making it look really easy. Especially that midair morph ball past that last pirate. And we actually see sashoboss has decided to attack the screw attack location, but unfortunately it's just a power ball. I think I've only heard of one seed that Gold Chorizo had anything of value so far. Looks like sashoboss is having to bomb jump their way out of the screw attack room. Takes them a couple of tries, but then they get it. And quite frankly, they make it look easy. Yeah, it definitely looked rather difficult to set up as someone who struggles with it. Personally, I would have done the spring ball jump. Personally, I find that a lot easier. But everyone has their own. Yeah, I thought that too, that he was gonna bonk on the ceiling. I was like, he's not gonna bonk, is he? That would have been a major bump. That would have been a big bummer. So, sashoboss tackles was the worst room of the game. Prankard is just outside Ridley's lair, having taken the lead now. Taking the lead from sashoboss. Now they're about to face off against Ridley. There's 51 supers, these should not take long. Sashoboss making their way out of Amphitheater, while Prankard has finished off Ridley. See, are they going to check the Ridley item? It's doubtful they'll have. Nope. Either they know that Ridley item will probably won't have anything of progression or value, or they might also be thinking they're just going to crystal flash clip to bots 1 and Dragon. Oh, so Prankard can't do crystal flash clip. Okay. Oh, and we're getting a raid from Neolita. Thank you for the raid. Okay, both runners giving a high five as Prankard leaves, I believe it's called Wastelands, while sashoboss enters in. They're going to check the power bombs of, looks like they're checking the power bombs of Shame's location. Just a missile pack. Sashoboss better be careful, they only have 89 energy, although they still have reserve tanks. Okay, these metal pyres give sashoboss back a bunch of energy. Okay, Prankard's checking the Firefly's room. Just a super missile, they don't care for that, they don't need it. They already have 70 missiles with a charged plasma. Looks like sashoboss is going to farm up some energy for Ridley. Alright. Okay, so Prankard's not going to check the jail. And they skip. Prankard skipped the other item. So it's probably that Prankard considers themselves in go at this point. Prankard's taking paintball damage hits in the 3 musketeers room. Those killing hunters hit hard with gravity and barrier. Sashoboss now finishes off Ridley. So at this point, both runners only have Dragon left to do. Sashoboss checks the Ridley item and it's just a missile pack. Okay, yeah. Prankard is at low health, but they're probably doing that on purpose for the Crystal Flash clip, as Mockdroid points out in the chat. Although they still need to empty out the reserve tank for the Crystal Flash. Okay. Alright, Prankard is back in Meridia. They have entered the Mount Everest room while sashoboss skills leaves the Fireflies room as they make their Norfair escape. Alright, Prankard makes their gravity jump up Mount Everest. I believe with the high jump this gravity jump is a lot easier, but without gravity jumps, the gravity jump over Mount Everest is a lot more tight. Oh, and sashoboss finds Speed Booster. And this was off to that side room at next to the Three Musketeers. So this will make things a little bit faster. Ooh. Sashoboss needs to be careful. They just took a painful hit from a Key Hunter. They were thankfully saved by their reserve tank, but they still need to be careful. Yeah, 70 energy left. But that speed booster will help them move around a lot faster, take some shorter routing. Because now they can just take the... But we'll have to see if it lets them catch up to Prankard. It'll probably depend on how many tries Prankard needs to get this Crystal Flash clip. They've only done... Yeah, after 10 tries, Prankard still does not get the Crystal Flash and is having to restart. So they'll have to try again here. I imagine that Prankard skipped Speed Booster as they were feeling pretty confident that they could do the Crystal Flash clip. So at this point, it's going to come down to oh, that's right. With speed, sashoboss can potentially get Ice Beam. So this could be a major comeback for this could be a comeback for sashoboss. All right, Prankard finally manages to get the Crystal Flash clip, while sashoboss picks up Ice Beam. I think that was a pretty skillful short charge too. So that's going to be a pretty big one for sashoboss, is that makes him a slightly stronger beam, and more valuably makes the Metroid rooms a lot quicker and easier. And then Prankard having to go through the maze after Bolt 1, not having skipped the speed booster item. Sashoboss making some good time catching up here. Just to help with that speed booster. Made getting out of Norfair a lot quicker, being able to take the much quicker route. As well as be able to just spine struck past Mount Everest. Prankard is about to face off against Dragon while sashoboss speeds on past. Ooh, sashoboss setting up for a full halfie. Does he pull it off? Nope. Very close though. We almost saw a full halfie here. Very close. Sashoboss taking a quick moment to check precious missiles right before Dragon. Now, it does look now with a slightly stronger beam, and be able to perform a short charge within Dragon's lair. I predict a shorter boss, a much shorter Dragon fight for sashoboss. Prankard gives sashoboss a high five as they leave. I think sashoboss is trying to go for a blue suit, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, they got their blue suit, so we might see a reverse full happy. So sashoboss is still doing item checks. Just a missile behind Dragon. Now with blue suit, you're not allowed to. You don't want to hit the run button. Is that correct? All right, and sashoboss successfully performs a reverse full happy. So that's a nice technique display of skill. Okay, thank you for confirming that, Chish. Alright, so Prankard is taking the shortcut to the top of Red Tower. Sashoboss is not that far behind him. About to entering the Mount Everest room. This is probably... And sashoboss makes a nice running jump towards the shortcut to Red Tower. So some very nice movement there. So Prankard still has the lead, but sashoboss has been increasingly getting the catching up. And with Ice Beam and Turian, there's a strong possibility It's looking really. It's quite. It's pretty much almost. It's a strong possibility that sashoboss will take the lead in Turium. All right, both runners taking a refill in, I believe, safety save or the landing site ship. Ooh, sashoboss provides a nice sponge bead mock ball past the blocks to terminate. I believe they both have at least one reserve tank. One of them has 2 reserve tanks, but I'm not sure which runner that is. Alright, Prankard has entered their first Metroid room, but since they did not get the speed booster needed for Ice Beam, they'll have to bomb these power bomb these down. They'll have to be. Prankard's gonna have to be careful because to watch their health. In the first room, unfortunately, sashoboss does get captured, but is able to break loose and then freeze kill. Alright, so now they're neck and neck. Sashoboss is going to quickly catch the lead as he quickly makes his room for the 3rd Metroid room. While Prankard is still trying to powerbomb all the Metroids in that 3rd Metroid room. Alright, so sashoboss has regained the lead. This is a very back and forth race. With Prankard now finishing off the last of the Metroids. And while sashoboss does have regained the lead, it's still neck and neck. It could go either way. It's going to all come down to, as Sailor Jade points out, it's going to come down to execution. Ooh, looks like sashoboss was going for a baby skip, but does not pull it off. Meanwhile, Prankard is not going to bother with his baby skip, gunning themselves down to a mere 2 energy. So, I guess this is the other baby skip. Alright, so the runners are doing another high 5 as Prankard does an energy refill, while sashoboss take cares of the final eye door. And pretty soon we're going to have a mother brain fight on both screens. Oh, and with Ice Beam, sashoboss can also do a skip. Unfortunately, sashoboss does not get Zep skip initially, so that actually allows Prankard to regain the lead by just missering all of them. Ooh, this is such a tight race here. So now Prankard's now on Mother Brain 2. While sashoboss is still on is now just working on Mother Brain 1, we have a very tight race here, folks. Alright, well, sashoboss now starts Mother Brain 2, and both runners are pumping Mother Brain 2 full of all the crazy amounts of super missiles they got. At this point, sashoboss still has a chance to for catch up because with Speed Booster they can take some slightly more optimal routing, and through the escape, they will Prankard will have to go around in that one room, and sashoboss will be able to spine shark up the climb. We are now both runners are both about to enter Mother Brain 3, with Prankard only a few seconds ahead. But sashoboss still has Speed Booster to help put him back in the lead. This is going to be extremely tight. Sasho's 12 seconds behind. Alright, Prankard getting their Hyper Beam. Sashoboss seeing the death of the baby. Looks like Prankard is going for lag corner, as those Hyper Beam shots does lag up the game. Sashoboss instead is elected to get into Mother Brain face. So we have Mother Brain singing on both screens. Prankard has finished off Mother Brain and is about to start making his escape. Sashoboss is just a few seconds behind him, as Sashoboss's Mother Brain is now dead. Alright, it's going to come down to the escape here. Sashoboss does have Speed Booster. We'll see if that makes the difference. It's going to come down to the climbing shaft, as one of our chat pointed out. It is really going to come down to the climbing shaft, I think. Unless someone does something silly like Alright, sashoboss successfully does spine shark up the climb. While Prankard is doing a more slow, smooth and steady climb up the platforms on the left side. Oof. So that Speed Booster had turned this race around from Prankard's lead to sashoboss. Oh, and Prankard decided to go rescue the animals. I wonder, is that something that Prankard always does? Okay, now I wonder if Prankard did not save the animals. How far apart would they be? I mean, as it is, we have an official time for sashoboss of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 49 seconds. Prankard has an official time. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 56 seconds. Excuse me. Prankard, at least according to what I have on screen here, is 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 25 seconds. I hope we can get both runners in for an interview, because that was a very intense race near the end there. Okay, so we have sashoboss coming in a moment. I don't have word on if Prankard's going to come in or not. In the meanwhile, let's take a look and see where these item locations were. Wave Aim was in Kateria Power Bombs, while Space Jump was in Reserve Tank Meridia. Crew Attack was in Lower Norfair. And hello, we're joined by sashoboss. Congratulations on your victory for this round.
Thank you, thank you.
What's your initial thoughts after that race and seed?
I don't know, really. All I can think of is just how close we were, apparently. I can't really remember too much about the seed other than I was about to go check Croc, but then I was like, nah, I'll check lower Norfair first, just in case I find ice or speed or something. Which I did, so lucky.
And hello to Prankard.
Hey.
And what was your initial thoughts on the race and seed?
Crikey, I can't remember the beginning of this seed. Oh, we had like no items at the beginning of this. And that was really rubbish. And then it pushed us towards wrecked ship. I think because we had gravity eventually. And then I realised, and high jump boots. And a few E's. And I was like, that's enough to do Fantoon, I think. In logic. And then, yeah, it was a bit of a weird seed. Because I saw ice. I think as soon as I saw ice speed locked in Meridia, I was like, right, okay, so it looks like you need speed to beat this seed, or maybe bombs, but it's more likely you're going to get speed and then you're going to get ice, and it's going to be game over. So it was a lot of hunting for that extra item for the bot toon access for me, this whole seed. And I just saw the spoiler log, and I just found out where speed was, and I'm kicking myself.
Yeah, sashoboss did find speed and then was able to grab ice speed with that. And
Yeah.
Oh, with that ice beam, that was actually insane. I thought I was losing, so I was like, I think I'll just go for a meme. I'll do this short charge just cause.
Yeah.
There's ice. So that was perfect.
So yeah, as sashoboss heard, this was a very close neck-to-neck race. Early on, as I recall, it was kind of went back and forth. You kind of went the same route for the most part. But Lord Norfer, as I recall, Prankard at that moment had taken the lead. It was still back and forth before then, but then at that point, Prankard had a sizable lead. And then sashoboss finds that speed booster and then does that short charge into ice. And those two items really allow sashoboss to get right on Prankard's tail.
Yeah,
And
that
then
will really speed up terrain. I was kind of worried that if he found speed, like where speed was, because if you found speed, you're probably going to get ice because it was quite an obvious location, especially if you passed it going up to like earlier in the game.
But even in Turian, it was actually still neck and neck because like sashoboss actually couldn't quite get the ice zip skipped initially, and that actually, and then he had to reset the room, and that actually allowed Prankard to actually regain the lead for a small lead. Ultimately, it came down to the escape, where a speed booster let sashoboss overtake Prankard. It was
on the climb.
Mm-hmm. That's where we the climb is where we saw sashoboss retake the lead.
Oh. Oh my god. That would have been big as to watch. Oh.
Now Prankard did decide to rescue the animals, but on like one of the things I'm like wondering is just like if Prankard did not rescue the animals, just like how tight would this race been? I would not be surprised if it's like within less than 10 seconds apart or something like that.
Yeah, I got the notification I think during Save the Animals. That
okay,
you won.
so you were already saving? So you were already saving the animals when you got that notification then?
Yeah. I decided to save the animals because I quite like doing that, and I figured Game 3 would be fun.
Okay, so
and,
it's kind of
and that was quite interesting.
That ending. If we were actually that close, I think I might have lost because it took me like 5 seconds to type. Actually, no, what was it? 7 seconds to get done in. Because usually with live split, I hit the split and it automatically dones, but for some reason it didn't do that this time. So I probably would have lost because of that.
Oof. That would have been rubbish to lose to that. So I'm glad I saved the animals. Yeah, that sounds like that thing was crazy. What do you mean off right straight now?
Yeah. Do you have time?
It's quite late. Like I could do, but we haven't asked for a restream and we haven't asked people to do it yet. So it will be up to the mods if they allow it.
Yeah, because I really can't be bothered scheduling another race.
I'm game, but it's up to the mods.
We'll have to see.
It's too late for you.
Well, we'll have to see what the mods say here in a moment. For my part, I would just need a short break, and I comment the final for round 3 between you two.
All right, I guess we'll see what the mods say.
All right.
Wonderful. No, that was a great seed. That was a great game. Like, yeah, that was quite fun. I like that.
Yeah, it was really it was really fun to watch, especially after we Okay, so Cheese Reaver is unable to continue, but he'll see if there's anyone else. So we'll see. We'll take a look and we'll see what happens if there's another. If we can restream around 3 right after this for you two. But again, congratulations on sashoboss for that win, and thank you both for that exciting race.
Yeah, good games. That was fun.
GG, man.
It was really exciting to watch, especially that last part. It was neck and neck, as we mentioned.
Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, same.
So again, to chat, go ahead and consider giving sashoboss and Prankard a look at, and maybe a follow on their their stream channels. I've been Yuzaria, your commentator, with Sailor Jade, your tracker, and Music as your restreamer. And until then, and I'll see you on next mission. Oh, okay, so we're gonna have a match 3 soon.